Something very disturbing has come to my attention. Pardon my voice, it's weak due to bronchial problems. I was sent a link. There's a person in the US associated with traditional chapels who goes by the title of Pablo the Mexican, and he does possessions. I'll share the screen with you. Now, the link to this page is below. My sole concern in doing this is about a layperson doing exorcisms. In the Protestant world, it's a different economy of grace. The Lord will work in the ways he wants. But in the traditional world, traditional Catholic world, only a priest does an exorcism, and it's only with permission of the bishop. The book used in the sacraments is the Rituale Romanum. In a few minutes, I'll show you where you can download this. If you go to page 341, you'll come across chapter 1. Exorcising the possessed of the devil. Chapter 1 is the notes. Now this is where it specifically says that only a bishop, only a priest can do an exorcism, and only with the permission of the bishop. Now we come to chapter 2. All right, you've seen the movies, you've listened to clips on exorcisms. This is the rite used. It's a very long one. I'm going to scroll down because I want to get to chapter 3. When an exorcism is done, it can take a long time. Father Malachi Martin talks of, I think, one stage there he mentioned 1.5 years. All right, this prayer is long, okay? You've got to remember, an exorcism is a one-on-one confrontation between the exorcist and the possessed. Now, he could spend half an hour walking around saying the rosary. He doesn't have to confine himself to this particular prayer. He can cut it off, say at this point, after this prayer. Then he can just stand silent for an hour. It's a one-on-one confrontation. Okay, then he could come back to this prayer. So just got to understand this prayer. It's not just this prayer. I've got a reason for wanting to get to chapter 3. Okay, you don't play around with anything demonic, especially attempting exorcisms, because the one attempting it and those present can end up possessed themselves. listen very carefully to Father Malachi Martin. I'm going to talk about him in a second on this point. You don't play around with the demonic. The intelligence is far greater than ours. Okay, here we are at chapter 3. Remember this page number, page 341. Doesn't happen nowadays in the Novus Order, but you may have noticed sometime in the past a priest has stood at the altar and done a public exorcism, and it takes about 5 minutes. This is what he uses. They call this the exorcism of St. Michael the Archangel. Okay, now the reason I'm bringing this up is this. If anyone has been present at any exorcism done by this Pablo the Mexican, ask a good priest to do this exorcism over here. If anyone has been exorcised, air quotes, by this Pablo the Mexican, ask a priest to do this prayer over you. And if you have been exorcised by this person, have a priest monitor you on an ongoing basis to make sure that there is no possession. I'll go to my website. Okay, if you go to liturgy, Rituale Romanum, you can right click and you can save it. That's the book I was just using, so that's where you can get a copy from. Remember the page 341. Now, in regards to Father Malachi Martin, go to videos, Father Malachi Martin. I think that might be a mistake, that number 5 isn't hyperlinked. I think there's only four of them. But I've cut out all the comments that he made on the Art Bell show and with Bernard Jensen on exorcisms. And I've put them all together. It's lengthy, but as far as I'm concerned, it is the textbook on exorcism, the only real textbook we have available to us at the moment. I would advise people to not have anything to do with this Pablo the Mexican. Listen to Father Malachi Martin and everything will be clear cut.